Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to find the hidden treasures in corporate filings before they become common knowledge. Today we're decoding Ares Acquisition Corporation 2, and let's just say they're getting ready for a big announcement. Ares Acquisition Corporation 2, or AACT as we'll call them, is a company that basically exists to merge with another company. Think of them as a blank check company set up to find a promising business and bring it public, and it looks like they found one they're excited about. Right now, their main product, as they're listed here, is these units. Each unit is made up of one Class A ordinary share and half of a redeemable warrant. These are essentially the building blocks for their transactions. These units are what traders buy and sell on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker AACT. They also have Class A ordinary shares trading as AACT, and the warrants themselves are traded as AACT-WS. Now, the real meat of this filing is about a special kind of disclosure they're making called Regulation FD disclosure. This is where they share important information with everyone at the same time, so no one gets an unfair advantage. And what they're sharing is an investor presentation about something called a proposed business combination. This means AACT is planning to merge with another company called Kodiak Robotics. Kodiak is a company that's working on self-driving technology for trucks, so AACT is essentially helping Kodiak go public through this merger. This investor presentation is a big deal, and it's basically the roadmap for this merger. It's dated July 28, 2025, which is the date of this report, and it's designed to give investors a look at Kodiak and the potential benefits of this combination. They're calling themselves AACT here, and Kodiak is the company they're combining with. This presentation is meant to explain the future of the combined company and what they hope to achieve. Now, a big chunk of this is what they call forward-looking statements. This is pretty standard for companies talking about future deals. It basically means they're sharing their hopes, plans, and expectations for the future, but it's important to remember that these are not guaranteed outcomes. Things can and do change. They're talking about Kodiak's plan to get their self-driving trucks, the Kodiak Driver, out there and running at scale. This includes everything from how many trucks they can build to when customers will start using them for real. They're also looking at the economics of this, like how much it might cost to run these trucks compared to human drivers and what kind of savings customers can expect. A big part of their strategy will be how well they can work with other companies and the folks who will actually use their self-driving truck service. This is crucial because getting these partnerships right can make or break a new technology. For anyone who wants to dive deeper, they mentioned that they filed a registration statement with the SEC. This document, which includes a prospectus and a proxy statement, will have all the nitty-gritty details about the merger. They're encouraging everyone to read it carefully when it becomes available because it contains vital information. They're really emphasizing that shareholders should read this proxy statement. Prospectus very carefully. It will explain everything they need to know to make an informed decision about the merger, especially when it comes time to vote. And for those who want to get those documents, they say you can download them for free from the SEC's website. They also touch on who might be involved in drumming up support for this deal, which is a standard disclosure to let you know who's pushing for the merger. They're basically saying that the leaders of AACT and Kodiak are involved in encouraging shareholders to vote yes. This is a way for them to be transparent about their own interests in getting this deal approved. They're saying that the people running AACT and Kodiak are definitely part of the group trying to convince shareholders to say yes to the merger. This section is a legal disclaimer. They're making it clear that this report itself isn't asking for votes or trying to sell you anything yet. It's just providing information about the proposed deal. So what's the story here? Ares Acquisition Corporation 2 is acting as a sort of financial vehicle to bring Kodiak Robotics, a self-driving truck company, into the public market. This is often called a SPAC merger. The presentation they filed is packed with their future plans and projections, but like all forward-looking statements, they need to be viewed with a healthy dose of realism. They're betting big on Kodiak's technology, hoping that their self-driving trucks will revolutionize the trucking industry, making it more efficient and cost-effective. They're talking about future revenue, the expected benefits of the merger, and how Kodiak plans to scale up its operations. Now, for a bit of an analyst perspective, companies like AACT are essentially a bet on the management team of the target company and the future potential of their industry. Kodiak is in the very exciting but also very challenging field of autonomous vehicles. The potential upside is huge if they can successfully deploy their technology at scale and navigate the complex regulatory landscape. However, there are significant risks. The self-driving technology space is incredibly competitive, and any glitches or failures in Kodiak's system could severely damage their reputation and their business. They also mention supply shortages for key components, which is a real concern in manufacturing. Plus, the amount of money AACT's own shareholders might want back, called redemption requests, could impact how much capital is actually available for the combined company. On the upside, if Kodiak can achieve its milestones and gain market traction, this could be a very successful venture for both AACT and its investors. They are focused on driver-as-a-service economics, which suggests a business model where customers pay for the service rather than buying the trucks outright. This can offer more predictable revenue streams. And finally, as expected, they list the exhibits included with this filing. The most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is that investor presentation we've been talking about. That's where all the juicy details of the Kodiak merger are laid out. And then there's Exhibit 104, the cover page interactive data file. This is basically a digital file that helps computers understand the information in the report, making it easier for financial professionals and regulators to process. Okay, let's wrap this up with my take. Ares Acquisition Corporation 2 is placing a big bet on Kodiak Robotics. The investor presentation is designed to paint a very optimistic picture of Kodiak's future in the self-driving truck market. The key strengths here are the innovative technology and the potential to disrupt a massive industry. If Kodiak can execute its plan, deliver on its promises, and manage the complexities of autonomous vehicle deployment, this could be a winner. However, the risks are substantial. Competition is fierce, regulatory hurdles are significant, and the timeline for widespread adoption of autonomous trucking is still uncertain. The success of this deal will heavily depend on Kodiak's ability to prove its technology is reliable, safe, and economically viable. We'll be watching closely to see if they can turn these ambitious plans into a profitable reality. What do you think about this proposed merger? Are self-driving trucks the future of logistics, or is this a risky bet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more in-depth analyses of company filings. Also, don't forget to join our Discord server, the link is in the description, where we discuss these topics further. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.